Oh man, this is going to be a meaty video. Meaty. There is a lot to talk about. A lot. So let's crack on. So yes, welcome back to the South Bank Wolves YouTube channel. I am Zach, and we've got a lot to discuss, and I mean a lot to discuss. I have my trusty pad with me. It's a bit everywhere, I'm not going to lie, but we are going to crack on with just a couple of reviews of the games, and then we'll go into the Man United game, and then we'll go into everything else that has happened. I'm going to try and make it as quick as possible because if I go into detail and everything, it's going to be 20 minutes maybe. So yeah, let's just go for it. The first home game of the season, and we had the return of Nuno Espirito Santo with his new Tottenham Hotspur side. It wasn't the result we were looking for, but it was the performance that we were looking for, and that is the key thing. It's as a football fan, it's hard to look past the results. Obviously, 2 games, 2 losses, but again, it's promising signs. That you've got to understand. The team is still in a state of transition, as I've mentioned previously. They're getting used to Bruno's methods, his tactics, how he wants the team to perform on the pitch, and you can see already there's an identity to Bruno's style. And when it clicks, and it will click, we're gonna be in for some good times. I have no doubt about that. The board now have to back him. We've obviously got the debate of Adama Traore again. Look, I'm on the fence with this whole Adama debate. Personally, I think he's got this season. He needs to prove himself, and so far he's not delivered when he needed to deliver. Don't get me wrong, his runs, his pace, it was exciting. The penalty decisions as well. Ali did go towards Sarr, but Sarr did give them the opportunity to do it. But then, why is the Semedo one not being given? It's all if, buts and coconuts. The only thing I can say about that is we had enough opportunities to score 3 or 4, and we shouldn't be looking back on the penalty decisions. But ignore all that. The game itself, the way we played, will be fine. And with the right players coming in and making a difference, I think we could be stepping up to that next level. It's not going to happen straight away. So yeah, the review on the Tottenham game, that'll be it for now because it's got to be a short and sweet one, unfortunately. What I will say is the defence looked great, even though for the stick that it got. Kilman, brilliant again. Man of the match. Oh, tough one because there was a fair few good players. But I think I have to give it to Neves. Neves was pulling strings that game. And he looks like he's taken the next level up, if that makes sense. Like, I think he's improved upon himself a lot, and yeah, we need to keep hold of Neves. So yeah, then we go to the Forest game. I went to that along with, I think it was about 2,000 or 3,000 more people, and it was a great game. It was, again, the first half replicated what the last 2 games have been like. We just could not finish our chances, and there was no luck whatsoever. Like Podence hitting the inside of the post, and it bounced it straight back to the keeper. But you could sense that it was coming. And then when we got that first goal from Saiss, our first tiny little bit of luck where it hits the underside of the bar and goes in, floodgates opened. I mean, we absolutely obliterated them. And I know you take this game with a little bit of pinch of salt because it's only Nottingham Forest and they are struggling at the moment at the bottom of the Championship. But at the end of the day, this Forest team, they have got players in there who can rough you up, and they can play football. Lewis Grabban, for starters, established Championship striker. He knows where the net is. Is it Jack Cole? Was Jack Cole back there? I think it was Jack Cole back. He's played Premier League. These are players who I know we've only named 2 of them so far, but these are players who, you know, are at a standard, and it's strange that Chris Hughton hasn't got them clicking. Is it Alex Moyton? Who came on, quality player. I think I think he'll be being looked at by lower end Premier League top half Championship sides at this rate. So I do rate him. Just one to watch out for. That's what I want to watch out for. But yeah. The goals, Podence' goals class. Fabio Silva, man of the match in my opinion. I mean, there's a fair few shouts of him man of the match. I mean, João Moutinho was brilliant again, and he could stake a claim for being man of the match. But I thought Fabio had a fantastic game. So yeah, the goal for Podence's goal where he won the ball back and drilled it back to Podence, small little touch, and put it back again across the goalkeeper. And then you've got Trincão's, the build-up for that was brilliant. And then Morgan Gibbs-White's goal was a great finish. And overall, it was a brilliant performance. And the scoreline probably didn't justify the amount of chances that we created. And this will happen in the Premier League. I have no doubt about it that we'll put 3 or 4 past someone in the Premier League sooner or later. Right, we'll crack on now. We've got. I'll tell you what. We won't do the Man United game now. We'll do all the little bits of news, and then we'll go on to the Man United game. So you have to bear with me because it's a bit unorganised. It's a bit unprofessional, but we can let that slide. We've had the new third kit. The third kit is out, modelled by everybody, including Pedro Neto. I do have to say I'm a massive fan, especially the goalkeeper kit. I've already ordered that. I think that is, as a goalkeeper myself, that is just fucking yes. It's a beautiful kit. Absolutely love it. They've absolutely smashed it out of the park this season with the kits. There was a bit of, I guess the fan base was a bit nervous with the Hulk story thing and no one really knowing and what the kits are going to be like, but to Wolves' credit, they've smashed it this season, and yeah, I do want pretty much every kit. I've already got 2. I've got the home one, which is, I ordered it a week ago nearly, and it still hasn't arrived. I would have been better off getting it at the club shop on the weekend, but I have ordered the goalkeeper kit as well, the blue one, so with Sarr on the back because I'm a little fanboy like that. Pathetic, I know. Transfers and all that sort of stuff we're going to go through now. We'll go through it. So the transfer news, it's a bit here, there and everywhere. You've obviously got the first one we're going to go over is Adama Traore. Now, I was adamant that he was going a couple of days ago because it was just his mannerisms after the game at Tottenham. Adama is usually the first player off the pitch. This time he was the last player off the pitch, and he was having a laughing joke. He was talking to Tottenham players. He was having a laughing joke with his old staff, with Diaz and obviously Nuno as well. So, in my opinion, when I was watching that, I was saying to myself like, "Oh man, this is Traore saying pretty much bye. I'm going to be joining Spurs." But I don't think that's going to happen now. I do believe that he'll be staying, and the way I've seen it is Tottenham are putting in joke deals. With the loan and a £5 million thing, and then we might buy him at the end of the season. Sort of offers like they're just testing the water to see what Adama is like. And it's obviously Adama was interested. You know, Tottenham come knocking. They're gonna be. You know, Adama and Nuno got on really well. But because of the Harry Kane deal is not going ahead now, that money that they would have been spending on Traore from the Harry Kane deal is not there anymore. So I can't see that deal going ahead. Wolves need to knuckle down. They either need to go, look, we'll sell him to you for 45 million or however much they value him, or they need to give him a big contract. It's a gamble either way. So yeah, that's my opinion on it all. I think the last I heard was not that they were reputable, but talks had stalled apparently, and it was all down to the fee. And that, in my eyes and opinion, is that's because Harry Kane's not leaving anymore. So yeah, I think that's where we stand with Adama. Players would be linked with Kiefer Moore. I can't be excited about that. I think that's a signing you'd be ecstatic about if you were playoff. If you're a playoff hopeful in the Championship, I don't see him improving us at all. Tosin Adara Bio. Tosin Adara Bio. Bio. I don't know. Fulham defender. We've been linked with him apparently as well. Don't know much about the kid. Don't even know how to say his name. I can't really say anything on that one. I don't know much about him or that deal. Like, it's just been something that's been touted around the internet, Twitter, Instagram. So yeah, don't know. There's been rumours of Juventus wanting to do a swap deal for Neves for Aaron Ramsey, which that's a joke. That ain't ever happening. So I think you can let that one shoot off. Guardez had been linked with us if Traore had left, but I don't think that's happening now. Sven Botman. Now, a lot of people have been talking about this. Apparently, everyone all of a sudden knows about Sven Botman. I knew of him. I've seen him play probably about 3 or 4 times for Lille. I know more about him through Football Manager. I'd done my research on him today. You know, he's got a good record at Lille. Obviously won the title with Lille. I knew that before. A few Dutch pundits have been saying that he could be as good or if not better than the likes of what Jaap Stam were like. So it's a good praise. 24-year-old, but the problem is Jules Koundé is literally on his way to Chelsea, and who's Sevilla's top target? Sven Botman. So if Wolves want this deal, they need to get it done ASAP. Otherwise, they're probably going to trip, fall, or stumble with this one. And this is my argument, and has been my argument before. With Wolves waiting, you wait too long, you're going to miss out. And this potentially is probably what's going to happen now. So, yeah, I've never been a fan of waiting until the last few weeks. Wolves decided they want to do it, and I said it wasn't going to work, and this potentially could be one of the signs that we want that's not going to happen now. Duje Kalitakar, honestly, I love my foreign football, but I literally know nothing about this Croatian centre-back at Marseille, so I can't comment on that either, but we've been linked with him. Diawara, apparently still on the table, the centre-mid from Roma. Roma sort of owe us a little favour with us giving them Rui, so there is chances of that still happening. I think it's more to do with the player and where the player wants to go. I think Roma are happy to let him go and to let him to come to Wolves. I'm pretty sure, though, it's the player himself. Roma have made it known that they are willing to sell him. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is just down to Diawara. Austin Samuels has been sold. No, sorry, he's gone on loan to Aberdeen with the option to buy. I do apologise for that misinterpreted information. Yeah, he's off to Aberdeen in Scotland, so good luck to Austin Samuels. Come through the ranks at Wolves. Great opportunity at Aberdeen, and I wish him all the best, and you never know. He might turn out to be a superstar, and he might be able to be in place for being the 3rd or 4th choice striker at this rate. Who knows? International call-ups. Cody has been called up for England again. Fabio has been called up for the Portuguese under-21s, and Adama has also been called up for Spain. Pretty sure Sace has been called up for Morocco, and Dendoncker for Belgium. That's the last I heard with the internationals. Next. That was it. Yeah, Carabao Cup 3rd round. It was typically. I'll put this on Twitter, but Nuno is like that ex that just does not get out of your life, because we have now got Nuno's Tottenham Hotspur again at home again. Hopefully this time we get revenge, I guess. But bloody hell, man! Like, you just can't get rid of him, can't shake him. Fabio Silva and Ryan Nouri have been nominated and have actually got into the final 60 for European Golden Boy Award. Basically, it's an award that it's the hottest young prospects in European football, and those two lads have made it in there. So congratulations to them both. I don't know how this award works or how they narrow it down, but they're in the top 60 or the final 60, should I say. So well done to them both. What else? Oh, yeah, the final bit of news. Pedro Neto. Now, Wolves have stated that they were hoping to get Pedro back around the October, November time. It's now looking December time for Pedro Neto. That's including getting his fitness back up. So this a setback where we thought it potentially would have been February is not a bad setback at all. Obviously, there probably has been a setback. But it's not as bad as they first feared. So there is good news with that. So hopefully we get to see Pedro, Trincao, Adama and Podence and Raul and Fabio linking up somehow. Obviously not all together, but I mean one can dream. Wouldn't have any subs by mind you then, but yeah. Yeah. And now we have the 4:30 kickoff, I believe, against Manchester United this Sunday. Just a small team to face. What do I think? I haven't done any stats for this game purely because I knew how long this video was going to be, and it's a big one. It is a big one. If we can get something out of this, which I do fancy us to get something. If we get a point, that's great. If we get a win, even better. If we lose, it's not the end of the world, because at the end of the day we played Leicester, Tottenham and Manchester United. Now, don't get me wrong, we do want to be beating some of these sides at some point. But for them to be the first three sides in a new era, in a squad which is so slim and barely anything to the bench, it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world, and we've got to look at it as a performance, because the results will start coming. And once they do, I think playing teams like Tottenham, Leicester and Manchester United will be coming to some of them the favourites. I don't care what anybody says, but I genuinely think we will be. This is me being optimistic, obviously, because I don't see why we need to be pessimistic anymore with what we're seeing. I fully expect the same side to start that face Tottenham. Ryan Aori came off. I don't know if he was injured or it was just cramp, but he came off against Forest. I do think it will be Semedo and Markel back in the wing back positions. Kilman, Saiss and Cody at the back. Your midfield: Matinho, Neves, Traore, Trincao and Raul. Yeah, I don't think there's anything much else to say on this, and I'm not going to drag it out any much longer than this video has been. But it's a big game. I will be doing a review on a more in-depth one, hopefully. I mean, I was going to do an in-depth review on the Tottenham game, but I've changed my mind and whacked it all into one big video, and I probably should have done that looking at it, but time and my work and all that sort of stuff just hasn't been the case. But yeah, I'm going to go for a Wolves 2-1 win, because we like a 2-1 win against Man United at home. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave the like and subscribe. Share. We are going to be doing a sort of raffle soon to try and get viewership and subscribers up on this channel. So yeah, just a little bit of fun, just to try and get me boosted a bit more, so my algorithm gets picked up a bit more and all that YouTuber sort of stuff. Yeah, thank you for watching, and subscribe, like, and peace. Yeah, cheers guys.